Okay, let's dig a little deeper into God and Adam. Okay, these are 10 things to remember from the story of Genesis 1 through 4. Okay, this is talking about when God created the planets and when he created Adam and put him in the garden. So, straight off the bat, we're talking about how God created the earth in Genesis 2. Let's see. 2, 4 through 9. 4 through 9 talks about how God planted a garden and then formed Adam to live in it. So straight off the bat, God prepared a place for Adam. He planted a garden. Okay, garden just doesn't pop up out of nowhere. Obviously, if God created it, it can, but he said he planted. Okay, when you're looking and reading the Bible, the words make a difference. Okay, they make a huge difference. So he planted a garden. He had to plant the seed, water it. It says he watered it from underneath, not through rain. He watered it underneath through the streams that are of the earth. The water came up. He probably had to weed it, make sure that the garden didn't get overtaken by weeds. So God was making an effort. He was working this garden, taking care of it for Adam, because he knew that Adam was coming to live there. Okay, God already knew that he was going to create him. Okay, so in this Garden of Eden, God gave Adam everything he needed to survive. So number one is God created a place for Adam before he even existed, just like God is preparing a place for us in heaven right now. Okay, number two, he gave everything to Adam that he needed to survive. He gave him vegetation. He gave him meat, chicken, duck, everything you could possibly think of. It was like a smorgasbord. God gave Adam a smorgasbord. Okay? So number two, God will give us everything that we need to survive. Okay? Number three, God gave Adam someone to love and to make love to and procreate. God knows what we need, and we all need love and sex, okay? This is in the Bible. It says you're going to leave your mother and father and be one with your wife, and the two will become one flesh, okay? That means one flesh. We all know. We don't need to be ashamed about it. It's God, and God made it for us, okay? So, it also says that Eve was his wife, so let's make sure we check that. All right, don't be thinking that this means go and do whatever you want with whoever you want. It's talking about Adam and Eve and his wife. That is key, boys. Then he gave Adam a helper. Eve was created to help him in life, help him with his job, help him in his relaxation, if you know what I mean. So God will give us helpers. Maybe it's not our husband or our wife, but maybe it's a friend, a pastor, but someone, to help us through life, okay? God gave Adam a job. He was the gardener. He was the garden keeper. He was the keeper of all the animals. So he was a shepherd, he was a gardener, and he was a husband. And eventually he becomes a dad. God gave Adam, number 6, God gave Adam dominion over all of the animals. So he gave him authority over something and someone. Okay? That's important. God will give us something to be dominant of. We're going to be over something regardless. Like maybe you're, the CEO of a company, or you're you have a little group of people that you minister to, whatever it is. God gives us a place of importance, okay? We are important, and we are to be over other people. Men are. I'm not saying me. God gave Adam specific instructions. Yeah, don't eat from those 2 trees. Don't eat it. It wasn't like he was like, yeah, well, there's a couple of trees in the garden, and you need to figure out which ones you're not supposed to eat from. Okay, no. God was extremely specific on which ones not to eat from. Just like this book, specific instructions on how to live according to the rules of God, okay? Specific instructions, they're not hidden, they're right here in this book, okay? Number 8, God punished Adam for his disobedience. So if he's going to punish the first cat that he ever created, what do you think he's going to do to us? Because we already know that that's to come if we are disobedient to God. We already know that that's what's going to happen because he told us. This entire book talks about how people are disobedient and how God deals with that, okay? So if we're going through trials and tribulations through our lives, we might want to check ourselves and see why, okay? God just doesn't do it willy-nilly for no reason, okay? Number 9, God got his hands dirty creating Adam, okay? He wasn't just like, boop, here's Adam. I know this is my lipstick, but whatever, you know what I mean. Hey, Adam, what's up? No, he got up in there. He had some dirt, some spit, mold. You know, his hands are dirty. He was made out of mud. So God actually had to mold him and shape him and then breathe life into him, okay? And one of the cool things is that just by this, God molds us. He shapes us to the way he wants us to be, okay? And once we get to that place that we're in the place where God wants us to be, that breath of life comes, fills us, and we could have an amazing life, okay? I honestly believe that if we choose Christ and the life that he wants to give us, we will be super duper happy. Not saying that we're going to have zero struggles. That's not true at all because the devil still exists and he's still in our ear using other people, just like he did with Eve here and totally screwed Adam for the rest of his life, really. So there will be trials and tests because do you think that that God didn't know that was going to happen? Come on. He's God. So why do you think he was like, hey, you guys, where are you? Looking for them. He knew. God knows. And number 10 is God gave Adam life. He breathed the breath of life into Adam. And we as Christians can also have that life. Jesus says, I am the truth, the way, and the life. Okay? No one comes through the Father except through me. But God wants to give us life. So let's go through this real quick. 10 things to understand about Adam and Eve. 1, God created a place for Adam before he even existed. 2, God gave Adam every single thing he needed to survive. 3, God gave Adam someone to love and to make love to. 4, God gave Adam a helper to help him in life. 5, God gave Adam a job. 6, God gave Adam a position of authority over the animals and the female. 7, God gave Adam specific instructions to abide by. 8, God punishes Adam for not listening. 9, God got his hands dirty while trying to form Adam. God makes efforts. Number 10, God gave Adam life. Okay? So when we are thinking about what we're supposed to be doing, seek God in all you do. Pray and find out what your specific instructions are. I hope you got something out of this. Come join me next time for Adam's children, Cain and Abel. It's a really exciting story. See you then. Bye.